This is Downfall here with you again, back with Cintrix.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen?
Yep, and yeah, so we're here to talk about so many things on the Broken Angles podcast, but today we are talking about the COVID vaccine / booster. We're just talking about that, even though
It's like a 2-year-old subject.
it is a very old subject, very old, but it really only went out of style when Russia invaded Ukraine, but
True, that's when everyone stopped talking about it.
yeah, it is. So, but let's talk about it now.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember when the vaccine was first announced, and I was very excited for it because I was really excited for things to get back to normal and actually be able to hang out with my friends without people being paranoid about contracting it. What were your thoughts when they announced the vaccine?
I was very excited because then I could finally see my girlfriend, who I hadn't been able to see for a year.
That is right. I forgot about that. I forgot. Ooh. Yeah.
Who wouldn't even see me if I was vaccinated.
That
Yes.
That's a topic for maybe another time. But
That's a whole story.
yeah, that's a whole story
we
in
could do a
itself.
whole podcast.
We
on
could.
that.
Maybe that'll be our next podcast. But
Probably not.
I honestly think our 2 subscribers would be very interested in that. But yeah, probably not. So right now, yes. So very excited to get it so you can see your girlfriend.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it was just awesome. And then, there's even before then there are people who are anti-vaxxers, like period. They don't like vaccines. They're against modern medicine. And which I don't entirely understand. But, I won't judge because it's their beliefs and what they choose to believe in. You got to respect that. But then there's a whole new breed of people with this COVID vaccine because they're normally people who are totally fine with getting vaccines, but not the COVID vaccine. Like, what's the deal? Why not? Oh, I'm supposed to steal that. I'm getting shot at. I'm gonna die.
See, it makes sense for people that have always been anti-vaxxers to be against it, but
Yeah, that makes total sense.
there's people that have not batted an eye about getting vaccines for school and such, and now that there's a new one, people are upset, which I get because it's a very high-profile vaccine. There's a lot of publicity about it, a lot of propaganda going on about get it, don't get it.
Honestly, I think the propaganda came from them. Oh, died. Because
A lot of propaganda came from the media, and when the media tells you to get a vaccine, people are going to be hesitant because they're like, oh, you lied to me about all of this other stuff. So why would I believe you with a vaccine?
that is also true.
And there's a lot of people who are just stupid, like about the microchips and stuff. That's just a
I remember that.
crazy
I remember
idea.
that.
But
This is too insane!
yeah, so like if the vaccine, like when the vaccine wasn't FDA approved, I was like, okay, yeah, I don't think you should force people to get it if it's not FDA approved.
Yeah, that's
If
fair.
it's like emergency approved, then people will be like, okay, well, I want to see what's going to happen to people, if they're going to turn into radioactive monsters or not. And I'm like, okay, I get that. It's just emergency approved. You don't want to put something you don't know about anything about, or really anyone knows anything about, just randomly into your body.
Yeah, but now, how long has that vaccine been
Now
out?
that it's FDA approved, I'm like, okay, if it's FDA approved, just get it, because you've had to get vaccines your whole life. I had to get yellow fever right before my mission, and I didn't even think about it, so why should I think about another vaccine that I have to get from college, And I'm pretty sure the vaccine doesn't even work, but I don't really care. Because, like, the same amount of people get it with the vaccine, from my personal experience. I know statistically not, but, like,
Well, yeah,
it doesn't
I mean,
really matter if you have the vaccine and people around me. get it.
yeah. And it's like, from what I've learned, it's like, you still get it. You can still get it, but it decreases the symptoms, makes it less transmittable. from what I've heard.
Yeah, and the amount of people that have died from COVID is not even that many.
Yeah, in comparison to other diseases. Like, I think everyone was just so scared because it took us by storm. It just showed up and killed like a lot of people. But
Yeah.
there were still things that, there's a lot more people die from other things the same
You
amount.
would think from the response that it would have been like freaking the Black Plague 2.0, but no. I just got 250,000.
Oh, that's sick.
From killing people.
Wow. Wow. But it's something. And then they got the booster. The booster out now. What do you think? What do you feel about the booster?
The booster I can understand more people being annoyed with. Because when the vaccines came out, you get the vaccine, you're good. And then the boosters came out, you get the booster, you're good. It's like, I got the vaccine, you told me I would be good.
Well,
But
I
now
don't
you're
think
saying I have to get a booster?
we get a flu booster every year, don't we?
Right.
Like I don't see why everyone's freaking out about it because it's like COVID isn't like COVID is now a permanent disease. It's here. It's gonna stay. It's gonna be part of the the flu. Like oh, I got COVID. People aren't gonna be like but it's like it's here to stay. And you get a flu booster every year. Why does it make it different that you get a COVID booster every year? Because COVID's now becoming an average disease. It's still not close to being anywhere near the flu, but
Well, when they say get the vaccine and you're good, and then a couple of months later they say you have to get a booster now because the vaccine wasn't good enough. It's like, really, how long is this going to go on for?
well, it's gonna
Like
do you know how like bacteria and viruses they work like that? They evolve. They always evolve. That's what happens.
I understand.
And so because
it's
it is
in
a
the same family of the flu.
yeah, so
Yeah.
like they didn't say like you get the vaccine and you're good for the rest of your life. It's just like any other vaccine. You always have to get a booster.
I've just
They don't
been
stay in your system all the
over
time.
COVID since the beginning, so I don't really.
You just have a prejudice against COVID because you got it at one point.
Yeah, and it was a mild cold.
Yeah. But because the world had gone crazy. But you haven't gotten it since, right? You've gotten the vaccine and the booster and you haven't gotten it since. And we've been exposed a couple times. But you haven't gotten it since.
Yeah, but there's tons of people that get it vaccinated. My sister got it 2 times.
Yeah, I know somebody who got the COVID 3 times in a
I don't
row.
know. It's the whole politics of the COVID thing are very annoying.
Yes, that is very
People
true.
shoving it down your throat. It's like you don't want to get it anymore because of the people trying to shove it down your throat.
Yeah.
It's just so annoying. People need to grow up, and as soon as they have something else to talk about on CNN, then they stop talking about COVID. COVID goes away as soon as like Russia or Ukraine or something happens. So you can really tell that people never even really cared. They just wanted to preach to make people do something.
Yeah, it was a hot topic. If you want people to listen to you, you gotta, give something they want to hear about, something that'll get their attention. And when you take COVID, that's something to very easily to turn into something that gets people's attention. Oh, it's killed a lot of people, stuff like that. So yeah, but yeah, so
I don't know. Just get the vaccine and the booster so these people will shut up. That's it.
that is definitely one reason to get it, definitely. And yeah, I appreciate.
And also
the
get
view.
it because Trump tells you to.
Yes, because
If
yes.
you got the booster or the vaccine, just know Trump told you to.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think that is it. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, evening, night, or whatever time it is you watch this. But this is Cintrix right here next to me. I keep doing
Why
that.
do you do that?
And Downfall, who am I? Who I am.
I'm Cintrix.
Signing off. Peace.